היה זה עוד סדר פסח. נפגשתי באחד הבונקרים, במקרה, ברב אחד, הרב מייזל. קשרים היו לנו למחתרת חלוצית איתו גם בימים רגילים. המחתרת החלוצית בפעולותיה לא תמיד ידעה נחת מהאוכלוסייה היהודית. לא תמיד קיבלו אותה. היו וחשבו שנזק אנחנו מביאים לחייה. כפי שציינתי, הקולקטיביות, האחריות הקולקטיבית, הפחד לפני הגרמנים, והפעם היהודי הזה, כשנכנסתי לבונקר, הפסיק את הסדר ושם את ידיו על ראשי ואמר, ברוך תהיו, טוב לי למות יותר עכשיו. הלוואי ועשינו את זה מוקדם יותר.
On the 19th of April, it was Jewish Pesach. It was and because it was so quiet, there were some people or children on the Aryan side, but for the Jewish holiday, they brought the children into the ghetto.
I'd like to ask you how you felt about having the Seder in the bunker.
That was so sad. We tried to make still sort of acknowledge to ourselves and to God that we're still Jewish, that we want to keep the tradition. But what we felt in our hearts, that I doubt whether I can describe it. That was so sad, so tragic, the circumstances. And we were here, we remember our pre-fathers and all this and this hard times in slavery and out of slavery. And here we hardly have a hope to survive a day or night or anything at all.
And the following day we were sitting, we already went, it was Erev Pesach. We went we jumped through the ceiling down to the, and my grandfather threw a package of matzah because it was before Pesach, maybe we would not go out from there. And we were sitting and we heard a tank coming and shooting and crying and wounded people, and this thing became. And this was one day, and the second day we didn't leave even. The second day, all of a sudden, smoke broke in, and the window was bomb was put, a fire bomb, and the window was broken, the glass was broken, and smoke came into the room, and we have to leave it. We have to leave because everything was burning, the whole house was burning. And we have to go into the backyard to our bunker underneath the cellar.
Tell me about the Seder.
You know, because that was the evening, and we tried to have the candles on the table and white tablecloths. The table, that was a table from this boards done, you know, and something under, you know, how the things sometimes are done. And with the candles and with the benches and all this sort of, to be able to live on somehow, to stand the time, you know, to survive somehow.
April 18 was the first night of this uprising. Was the first Seder night, really. And we didn't go to work. The printing was closed because they closed up this building where we lived. We couldn't go out even from the building. Because these people all work for the Germans, German institutions of Germans, factories or something like the printing and for the other things, which were the workers lived in the same building. But we heard what's going on. We couldn't leave the building. Till about 8 days later, they took us out of the building. The Germans took us out.
Was there any reading of the Haggadah that night?
Not now, please.
Did you in any way suspect what the next day was going to bring?
We never knew what the next day would be.
We were in the bunker 8 days, all over Pesach. In the end, the last day of Pesach, somehow dogs around and Germans around, they uncovered the bunker. So we went out, and they took us from there to Treblinka.